Part 1 begins with a nobody. The MC is a silent, disciplined employee, respected for results but ignored socially. He doesn't talk much. He doesn't chase attention. He only delivers. While others celebrate, he stays late. While others network, he observes. At the company's annual performance ceremony, something unexpected happens. Instead of awards or bonuses, the chairman calls him forward. The room freezes. Then comes the shock. I want you to marry my daughter and inherit the responsibility of my legacy. Not because of favoritism, not because of emotion, because the MC saved the company silently when no one else noticed. She is cold, intelligent, powerful. She doesn't trust him. She believes he's another ambitious man trying to climb fast. But the MC doesn't chase her approval. That unsettles her. Behind the scenes, executives panic. A cousin plots. Fake allies smile. Contracts are altered. Betrayals begin quietly. The MC notices everything. Says nothing. He refuses luxury. He refuses publicity. He refuses shortcuts. Instead, he fixes financial leaks, identifies internal traitors, gains board trust through results, protects the company during a silent crisis. Slowly, the power shifts. By the final chapter of Part 1, the MC is no longer an employee. He is untouchable, not officially crowned. But everyone knows the company already belongs to him. Some men rise loudly. Others rise so quietly that the world realizes too late it has already changed.
The invitation arrived without drama. No gold envelope. No grand announcement. Just a single black folder placed on the MC's desk before sunrise. Inside was one sentence. The board wants to see you. For months, the MC had worked in silence. He never rushed, never reacted, never explained himself. And that silence had begun to terrify people. The city woke up unaware that power was about to shift. The MC stood by the glass window of his apartment, tie loosened, coffee untouched. Below him, traffic moved like a system that believed it was in control. He wasn't nervous. He was calculating. Power doesn't announce itself, he thought. It waits until everyone is already standing beneath it. He adjusted his cufflinks. Simple, silver, no branding. The kind of detail that said money doesn't need to speak here. The boardroom was cold. 12 people. 12 egos. 12 faces that had once dismissed him. They didn't look at him like an employee anymore. They looked at him like a variable they failed to predict. The chairman spoke first. Do you know why you're here? The MC sat down before being told to. That alone shifted the room. I know why you think I'm here, he replied calmly. But I'm more interested in why you waited this long. Silence. The CFO clenched his jaw. The COO avoided eye contact. They had reviewed the numbers. Every division he touched had grown. Every crisis he handled had vanished. Quietly, cleanly. They tried to corner him. Questions layered with traps. Accusations disguised as curiosity. You don't have the background for this level of influence. You move without approval. You don't explain your methods. The MC leaned back. That's because I wasn't hired to explain, he said. I was hired to make problems disappear. A pause. Then he slid a tablet across the table. Forecasts. Hidden losses. Shell contracts tied to internal corruption. The room stiffened. He had done what none of them dared. He had seen everything. Behind the one-way glass, she stood. The boss's daughter. Owner of the $7 billion empire. The woman everyone feared to disappoint. She had watched men twice his age crumble in this room. Yet he hadn't raised his voice once. Her eyes narrowed, not in suspicion, in interest. He doesn't want power, she realized. He already moves like he owns it. The chairman exhaled. What do you want? He finally asked. The MC didn't smile. I want authority without interference, he said. I want direct access to strategy. And I want your trust. Not because you like me, but because you know what happens if you don't. A dangerous request. But refusing it was worse. The daughter stepped into the room. Everyone stood. She didn't look at them. She looked at him. You'll start immediately, she said. And tonight, you'll attend the family dinner. The meaning was clear. This was no longer business. This was entry. As the MC left the boardroom, whispers followed. He hadn't won yet. But something irreversible had begun. He paused at the elevator. Reflected in the mirrored doors, he no longer saw an employee. He saw a man walking into a legacy. They thought I was climbing, he thought. They never realized I was being invited inside.
The mansion didn't announce itself. This was a test. The gates closed. No longer the city. Only order. This place waits to see if you break. He didn't. She walked beside him. The boss's daughter. You don't look impressed, she said. I'm not here to be, he replied. A faint smile. He didn't either. That unsettled her. The dining table, filled with powerful figures. Conversation flowed. They tested him, where he studied, who trained him, what he wanted. He answered politely, briefly. One leaned forward. You rose too fast, he said. People like you fall faster. The MC placed his fork down. I move because I'm invited. The room quieted. The daughter watched. She led him to the terrace. Are you here because of the company or me? He didn't answer. I don't chase power, he said. But I don't run from it either. She exhaled. She wasn't sure who was evaluating whom. Later, the patriarch spoke. You're dangerous, he said. Not aggressive, but patient. The MC met his gaze. I learned patience from people who thought I was invisible. A pause. The patriarch nodded. You'll attend future family meetings. And you'll sit at this table again. Recognition. The car drove away. The mansion faded. He felt anchored. The daughter looked at him. Something unspoken had formed. Not romance. Not alliance. Something dangerous. He was accepted. When powerful families stop questioning you, it's because you're inevitable.
Board meeting watchful. MC entered. Conversations adjusted. Assistant pulled chair. Huge message. Some noticed, others disliked. MC spoke efficiently. Cousin, too optimistic. MC, these numbers survive scrutiny. Fail. MC, I'll take responsibility. Most haven't in years. Silence cut deep. Heiress, enemies. Had them. They stopped pretending. Family waits. So do I. She felt relief. MC watched unscheduled meeting. Execs, relatives, cousin exchanged folders, silenced phones, sharp smiles. Dynasties bleed from inside. Fast exposure creates enemies. He built something quieter, irreversible. Memo, budget frozen. Silent attack. He smiled. Good. Now I know where to strike.
Budget freeze hit like poison. Everyone waited for my reaction. Gave nothing. No arguments. No meetings. Arrived earlier, calm. Silence worried them more. Reviewed past 6 months. Patterns emerged. Loud cousin distraction. Architect of corruption had clean hands. Puppets don't design traps. Evening. She found me in archive. Planning something? Yes. Against family? Against corruption. She handed confidential file. Grandfather's records of untrusted people. Didn't expose directly. Adjusted systems, delays, policy changes. Tighten net. Shortcuts gone. Pressure building. Trap closing unknown. Stress causes rush. Evidence left. Unauthorized transfer. Early approval. First crack. Saved crucial piece. Cousin confronted me late night. Think you're smart? Company eats outsiders. Not outsider. Test you failed. Placed key files in internal review, phase 1. Trap active. Netcast. See who panics first.
Power doesn't roar. It reveals. The email hit at 8:07 a.m. Mandatory internal review meeting. Attendance required. No explanation. No sender name. Only a sealed agenda. Executives froze mid-step. Assistants whispered. Phones buzzed quietly. The MC watched from his office window, hands behind his back. Fear spreads faster than truth. The boardroom filled slowly. No jokes. No confidence. The cousin arrived late, sweating, smiling too hard. The MC entered last. Calm. Controlled. He didn't sit at the head. He didn't need to. The lights dimmed. A single file appeared on the screen. Unauthorized transfers. Phase 1. Dates. Amounts. Signatures. The room tightened. One executive's face drained of color. Not the cousin. The architect. The MC spoke, softly. This isn't an accusation, he said. It's a request for clarification. Silence. The executive stammered. Words collided. Logic cracked. Every answer created more questions. The board members exchanged looks. Truth doesn't need shouting. It only needs daylight. Sweat beaded. Hands shook. Then, I can explain, but explanations don't erase timestamps. The chairman raised his hand. Enough. Security stepped forward. The executive was escorted out. No shouting. No drama. Just disgrace. The cousin stared in disbelief. This wasn't the plan. This wasn't supposed to happen. The MC remained still. Not victorious. Just precise. Later, the heiress entered the MC's office. They underestimated you, she said. No, he replied. They underestimated consequences. She studied him carefully. This wasn't the man they thought they controlled. This was someone reshaping the board. By evening, rumors flooded the company. One name removed. Audits expanding. Whispers of more. The MC opened a new folder. Internal Review, Phase 2. He didn't rush. This was only the beginning. The first fall isn't to scare the others. It's to prove gravity exists.
Power is quiet, but markets are loud. Scene 1. The opening bell, 9:30 a.m. The trading floor exploded into motion. Screens flickered green, then yellow, then red. The MC stood behind glass in the executive suite, hands in his pockets. He didn't flinch. Scene 2. The first drop, a junior analyst rushed in. Sir, the stock is down 3%. The cousin laughed nervously. Normal volatility. The MC didn't correct him. He already knew what was coming. Scene 3. The leak news alert. Breaking. Internal audit launched on family-controlled holdings phones bust. Executives stiffened. The cousin's smile collapsed. Who leaked this? He snapped. The MC spoke calmly. I authorized it. Silence hit harder than the drop. Scene 4. Freefall 5%. 7. 10. Trading halted. The room filled with panicked voices. The MC remained still. Storms didn't bother mountains. Scene 5. The chairman's test. The chairman stepped beside him. This will hurt, he said quietly. The MC nodded. Controlled pain saves the body. The chairman studied him, then smiled just once. Scene 6. The cousin breaks. The cousin slammed his fist on the table. You're destroying the company. The MC turned slowly. No, he said. I'm destroying your control over it. Security appeared at the door. Uncalled, but not unexpected. Scene 7. The market responds after the halt. Trading resumed. Investors noticed one thing. Transparency. Stability returned. The fall slowed, then stopped, then a small climb. The MC had cut off the infection. Scene 8. Public recognition. Financial media ran a new headline. Unknown executive takes bold steps to stabilize billion-dollar giant. The heiress read it twice, then looked at the MC. You planned this. He met her gaze. I planned to survive, he replied. Small blue diamond, end of chapter 17 quote. Markets punish lies, but reward those brave enough to expose them. Power doesn't disappear. It panics. 2:17 a.m. The cousin sat alone in his penthouse, city lights trembling behind him. The market numbers replayed in his head like gunshots. He poured another drink, then made the call. A burner phone. A shadowy voice answered. I need liquidity, the cousin said. Off the books. A pause. That kind of move leaves scars, the voice replied. The cousin didn't care anymore. By morning, servers hummed differently. Financial records shifted. Invoices vanished. Debt appeared where none existed. It was subtle, criminal. In a dark office, the MC watched code scroll. Patterns aligned. His eyes narrowed, not in anger, in confirmation. So he chose fire, he whispered. No shouting, no meetings. The MC activated a protocol only the chairman knew existed. Black ledger access, on every transaction mirrored, every lie preserved. She found him alone. He's doing something reckless, she said. The MC nodded. He always was, he replied. Will this end him? The MC looked at the city. Yes, he said quietly. And legally. The cousin smiled that afternoon. Temporary numbers looked better. False confidence bloomed. He didn't see the clock. The MC uploaded everything to encrypted storage. Tongue-stamped. Verified. Untouchable. He leaned back. Checkmate, he murmured. Small blue diamond, end of chapter 18 quote. When desperate men cheat the system, they forget the system remembers.
Power doesn't fall quietly. It collapses under lights. The boardroom smelled of polished wood and false confidence. Executives took their seats. The cousin adjusted his tie. Today, he believed, was survival. Screens lit up. Financial charts stabilized. On the surface, the cousin spoke first. Temporary turbulence, he said smoothly. Already resolved. Some nodded. Some didn't. The doors didn't knock. They slammed. Every head turned. 3 officers entered. Behind them, federal auditors. The room froze. The lead officer spoke calmly. Mister, you are under investigation for financial fraud, data manipulation, and illegal transactions. Silence exploded. The cousin laughed nervously. This is a mistake. Screens changed. Transactions scrolled. Timestamps. Hidden ledgers. Burner phone records. The cousin's face drained of color. All eyes turned. The MC stood. Calm. Still. This company was never weak, he said. It was being poisoned. No anger. Only truth. Metal clicked. The sound echoed louder than shouting. The cousin's wrist shook. Cameras flashed through the glass walls. His legacy died in seconds. She didn't smile. She didn't look away. She watched the man who tried to steal her future walk past her in cuffs. An officer nodded to the chairman. This company is secure, he said. The MC sat back down, unmoved. The boardroom stayed quiet long after. No applause. No celebration. Only the understanding. The war was over. When truth arrives with handcuffs, lies don't get a final speech.
Power doesn't announce itself. It settles. The city moved on. News cycles changed. But inside the company, everything was different. No chaos. No panic. Only order. The boardroom filled again, but this time, no lies. The chairman spoke calmly. The interim leadership is dissolved. All eyes turned to the MC. Not forced. Not voted. Accepted. I don't need the throne, the MC said. Gasps. He continued. Power isn't the chair. It's the system. He proposed a structure. Transparent. Untouchable. The board approved unanimously. Night skyline. The heiress stood beside him. You could own everything, she said. He replied softly, I already do. She smiled, not in love. In respect. No luxury press conference. No spectacle. A simple internal announcement. Partnership. Not possession. 2 leaders. 1 future. A short report. Convictions finalized. Assets seized. No mention of names. History erased him quietly. Late night. Office lights off. City glowing outside. He looked at his reflection in the glass. Not proud. Not bitter. Complete. He never chased power. Power followed discipline. He never sought revenge. Truth destroyed everything that deserved it. He left the building early. No guards. No entourage. Just a man who had won without shouting. Sunrise over the city. The company logo reflects on glass. But the MC walks past it. Forward. The strongest man is not the one who rules loudly, but the one the world reorganizes around.